Hi and welcome, and as I promised, I missed speaking to you yesterday on video, so I thought I'd just do a really quick one because it takes so long to upload these damn things. So firstly, most of you have contributed to week 4 discussion, which was on Mr. Kouzes and Mr. Posner. And so that was the 5 practices for exemplary leadership. And they were model the way, inspire a shared mission, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. How could I forget that one? And that's one of my faves. And of course, you've answered that really, really well. And I've made comments on quite a few. I've still got the last few to go. You'll notice now that I stopped commenting on the weeks before because, you know, I just don't have time to go back over people's comments after I've had 1 or 2 goes at responding. But it's important that you try and get them in on time so I can comment, so that, you know, this will affect your mark at the end if you haven't sort of been able to get the right clues on how to respond. I'm still noticing, though, in a large part that you're focusing on what you're doing right, which is probably answering the question. But I'm going to test you a little more and ask you to look at where you may not be achieving what you want for yourself, where the challenges and difficulties still are, because we don't learn a lot, do we, from success? It's great, feels good, yeah, we get our promotions, but we don't really learn a lot. We learn a hell of a lot from our failures, and you're looking at one person who's had quite a few, and still learning from them. So I would encourage you to be starting to look more critically at what you can still, where the challenges are, rather, I mean, fantastic. You've got some great examples of where things have been really, really terrific, and your own successes in that, which is fabulous, and I commend you all. As I say, this is to kind of look at, not picking on or criticising others, more looking at where you are struggling for yourself in these topics. Where are the struggles you're still experiencing? I would like you to be kind of giving that vent to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, I'll be sending an invite out to you all to talk to you about the assignment, which will be due shortly on the 2nd of September. And I want you to have a think about what it is that you're needing to know or wanting to know more of, because this will be pretty important for you, I'd say. So what I'll ask you to do when I send an invite is to accept that invitation if you can, and maybe I'll put a couple of options and do perhaps 2 video contacts so that we cover off those that can't make the first one. I think it's really important that we do this, because those critical kind of questions that you might have around the 5, questions on the case study, which I will elaborate on as much as I can and give you some tips, and tricks that will help you to get a good mark and to hopefully answer the questions in a way that satisfies you too. So there we are. I'm sorry I wasn't there last night, but I did have a nice dinner. And we went to this, what was it, a Turkish restaurant. So it was really interesting things on the menu. And yeah, it was good, it was good. All right, so I'm going to see you very soon to have a chat. So please now focus on, and I've got 3 computers in front of me, each with a different part to it. I'm just going to go back to your discussion board before I let you go. It's 5 minutes, so it shouldn't take too long to upload. Let's, oh God, my computers are slow. I don't know about you, but I just fill them up so quick. Now I'm going to have to get another one. Yes, I know, backups, all that, but no, it's going to take too long. All right, so you read up on week 5, on unit 5, please, as soon as you can, and I will be looking. One person, well done, has already uploaded theirs for week 5 discussion, which says, oh, you don't need to upload something. Well, that's very nice, isn't it? Well, okay, I realise that there's no discussion, but oh, good on you, Christine. Christine Messenger has uploaded something, and I'd really like you to have a look at this and put either some questions about the assignment. That would be handy for me, because I'll prepare around what it is that you'd still like to have some conversation on. Yeah, and so check out what Christine Messenger has said on week 5, if you would. There's a couple of interesting points. So thank you, Chris, and I look forward to talking to you very, very soon. All right? I would like something in week 5, even though our esteemed coordinator has said we don't.